Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Uh, on continuing on with that statement, what I think about Dolph Ziggler being the WWE champion. Uh, like I said before, he was like he's like Dolph, not Dolph. He's like John Morrison, but better. And I say he's better than John Morrison because he has mic skills. Dolph Ziggler can wrestle in the ring. He's a great wrestler in that ring, even though sometimes he does oversell a little bit too much. Sometimes, but still, he to me is like one of the best wrestlers that they have on a roster. And all they need to do is give him that opportunity, give him the chance to get that championship, and see what he can do with it. Same thing they did with Daniel Bryan, like I said. Uh, uh, One thing though they do, I think Dolph Ziggler need to change. Number one, I hate the fucking name Dolph Ziggler. He just needs to go with a regular name or come up with a a, a creative name. Lose Vicky Guerrero because he really doesn't need Vicky. And change him. Like, he can still be the cocky, arrogant show off that he is now, but change him. Change him like they did Jericho. See, Jericho now, he wears the light up jacket and, all that other crap. But Jericho still has the same attitude that he did when he was wearing the suit and tie. You dig what I'm saying? He was wearing the suit and tie. He changed his attitude from the Ayatollah rock and roller to the more serious Jericho, the more grown up Jericho, as he would say. And he's still the same way, but he's different now. You dig what I'm saying? He still has the same attitude, but he's different now. That's what they need to do with Dolph Ziggler. Change him up a little bit, but he can still be the same show off that he is. But yeah, Dolph Ziggler, I think Dolph Ziggler is not getting the credit that he deserves. And question number 8 comes from of the same person, TCWF Matt Richardson, and he asks, "What are my thoughts about TXW and 2TM?" TXW. TXW is okay. Yeah, TXW is okay. I don't have a problem with TXW. The only thing is, they sacrifice their creativity to taking non-paint tooled wrestlers online because of the stupid ass servers, and I don't blame them. I blame the servers. But TXW is okay when it comes to like a show and everything like that. That's cool. TXW is cool, but yeah. 2TM, 2TM is cool. He's alright. Which I personally think 2TM was kind of afraid of us for no damn reason. He joined one party that we had, and he never came back. I don't know. I think he was. I don't know. That's just a story for another day, another time with 2TM. But 2TM is pretty cool. He has awesome attires. His attires are great. Some of his paint tool tattoos, I think, is overcolored. They look like a coloring book, and I think you need to tone the color down on it. But other than that, 2TM is pretty decent. I respect 2TM for what he's doing now. Well, what he was doing. I don't know what the hell he's doing now, but what he was doing with the different videos, like the different fucking video game videos. He's not doing SmackDown videos no more. So, well, as of now, he's not doing SmackDown videos. He was doing videos on DC Universe Online, which is one of my favorite games that I should get on and play. I haven't played that in a while, but he's doing that shit, and I commend him on that because a lot of fucking, like, so for some reason, you subscribers that subscribe to us to watch our characters and shit like that, y'all, for some reason, do not appreciate other games, which I have honestly absolutely no fucking idea why. Like, when we put up different videos or different games, y'all literally do not watch it, and it's stupid. Like, y'all need to open up your minds because there's way better games out there than SmackDown. way more funner games out there than SmackDown, way interesting games than SmackDown. Uh, but yeah, 2TM is cool. Question number 9 comes from D Thompson 2692. He asks, "Why don't you teach Gold Standard how to make calls?" Oh, Thompson. Always Thompson. Why don't I teach Gold Standard how to make characters? Well, I'm not a teacher. I don't get paid for this shit. So I'm not gonna teach that nigga how to make characters. Uh, Gold Standard, even if I wanted to, he has that mentality on his characters. There's nothing wrong with his characters, and he makes his characters the way he makes them, and he has his own style, and blase, bullshit. Uh, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. He thinks nothing wrong with his characters, and his subscribers also think there's nothing wrong with his characters, but we have two different styles, as he stated, which I still don't understand how, because we try to make realistic characters, realistic looking wrestlers, and for some reason we have different styles and we pretty much do the same thing. The only thing is he used a lot more WWE logos and designs than I do. I actually use more paint tools than he does, and I don't pile a whole bunch of tattoos. A whole bunch of logos on top of each other to make them look like tattoos when they don't look like shit but a whole bunch of clutter. I don't do that. I actually use the logos and the WWE logos and whatnot and put them together to make a picture instead of throwing them on top of each other. So I guess, that's one of the different styles he may claim that we have differently and whatnot. But I wouldn't want to teach him how to create characters, because compared to him, our characters are not better than his characters, and his characters are not better than our characters. Nobody has better characters. But when it comes to better characters, that's just all of an opinion by the person who is being opinionated about that situation. But don't want to dwell on that nigga. And question number 10 is by, Relly Jazz Bob? Yeah, y'all people got some funny ass names. Well, he says his name is, Devlin? Okay, well, we're gonna call you Devlin. Can you make a tutorial on how to make WWE calls? And also, do you have a PS3? I'm gonna throw that in there since it's a yes or no question. Can I make a tutorial on how to make WWE calls? Yes, I can make a tutorial on how to make WWE calls. That's the answer to your question. That's not saying I'm gonna do it, but I can make one. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I gave y'all call tips already, and it just seems to me like y'all just don't pay attention to what I'm saying, because characters that I've seen are still the same way. But this is the way the tips that I gave y'all was my tips on how to make characters like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you to make characters like me. I don't want your characters to look like Evan Courageous or Infamous. I don't want that. I want your characters to look like your characters. I want your characters to look original as possible. To me, that is more interesting. Like, I don't want to see a character looking like Infamous. That shit is not going to interest me. I'm gonna just like the dude just copied off of Infamous, and it's not interesting at all. Just like Amazing with his character that he created that looked damn near the same as Nick Virtue. It's like, dude, I see what you trying to do. I understand you got your inspiration for the character from Nick Virtue, but you didn't make your character. You pretty much made an alternate Nick Virtue, and that's the problem. I can make a video showing you how to make how I make my characters, but that's not gonna do you justice because you're gonna have to sit there and make your characters yourself. You gotta come up with ideas, try to be different. I mean, like I said, I get my inspiration for characters from everywhere, but I do it differently. Like sometimes I do it. Some of my characters look similar. I gotta stop using kick pads and shit like that, but and black and red and black period. But black is my favorite color, but oh, oh. But anyway, like I get my inspiration from anything, and like I be on Google Images a lot, and I just type in something like skulls or hearts or whatever, and I just look at all the pictures and I draw them, and I add things to them if I wanted to, or take things away from it if I want to, and combine it with something. Also combining it with WWE logos and designs that's in the game, and come up with the shit that I come up with. It's not that very hard to do, but I can make a tutorial, but I'm not going to because I feel it's a waste of time. You need to learn how to make your own characters. Now I can explain to you how to do certain things that I do, like how to get the boots to look differently, like the kick pads looking differently, how to get different knee pads. Well, not different knee pads, but how to make the knee pads look different, because that's what I do. I don't have different knee pads. I just make the knee pads look different. That's what I do. Yeah, but I can make a video, but I'm not going to. Also, do you have a PS3? Yeah. Hello. I have a PS3. Unfortunately, I don't be on it as much as I should because I don't have that much games for it, to be honest with you. I have more games for the 360 than I do the PS3, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get any. And backstory real quick. The reason why I don't have many games for the PS3 is because my first PS3 broke, and I needed money to get it fixed, and I had to wait a while, and it didn't look like I was getting money to fix the damn thing for a while, so I just started selling my damn PS3 games for other games that was coming out, like around last year, around around October and September. There was a whole bunch of fucking games that was coming out all at once, and I needed all of them. So I had to trade the majority of my games, and yeah, that's why I don't have that many games on the PS3. But yes, I have the PS3. No, I'm not buying SmackDown for the PS3. I'm not buying none of the SmackDowns for the PS3. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm lying. I'm not gonna say that because I might buy WWE 13 for the PS3. Why? Just because I'm not doing anything on WWE 13 anyway, so it's like, why not? All I'm gonna do is create probably Infamous and Twisted and call it a day. I'll do this shit on both PS3, but granted, the PS3, if I do that shit, the PS3 version is gonna come late. So don't expect when the game come out to see PS3 calls or PS3 creations by Infamous on the PS3, because you might not see that shit so early. But yeah, that was question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10, and this video is over. I'm Infamous, and aka Insanity, and I bid you adieu.